you need. Yeah. Use what you got just to get what you want. I'm about to hit me in the face.
Hey y'all.
How are you? And welcome to another Sunday dinner with Valencia and Isis. Yay! We are committed to y'all, because if you don't know, we had to get in the shower early.
It was a lot.
Okay, so today it's like furlough fatigue time, right?
I know.
Everybody is sick of this whole furlough thing, and it's time for y'all to start thinking about what you might already have in your cupboard in order to feed your family.
You know what I'm doing, just making money.
Oh, you making money, okay. Gotta make that money. Don't let that money make you.
What?
Make that money. Don't let that money make you.
Make you.
I'm so mad at you. Okay, y'all. So today we went into our cupboards and our cabinets and our refrigerators, and we pulled out stuff just like you would normally do for Sunday dinner, right?
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't have to be this long planned out thing like business that is all planned out and it's gonna take forever for you to implement. It's all about what you already got in order to fill up your things with oil, right? You know, filling up your...
Fill it up with oil so it can runneth over.
You understand what I'm talking about?
Yes, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Okay.
They know what you're talking about. Now, let's break it down.
We're not going to do a whole entire sermon, but you already got all of the stuff within your own house to do what you need to do, and then you have to use the faith and stuff to allow the rest of it to just keep multiplying.
Absolutely.
Now, so this is one story, and I didn't talk to you about this, but there were two ladies who had been making cheesecakes.
Yes,
right?
cheesecakes.
And they loved their cheesecakes, and people liked their cheesecakes. And one day, one of her sisters said, "You need to sell this."
Yeah.
Right? Okay, whatever. Then the furlough came. And she got to thinking, we might be on to something. And she started making cheesecakes. Well, it got to the local news station, and they came to them and talked to them about it. Y'all know that they making so many cheesecakes, sending them all across the country, that they can barely even keep up during the furlough. So that's what we're going to talk about. Cool. We're going to talk about the stuff you already got.
Yes.
That people clearly want because they already paying you for it.
Or if they're not paying you for it.
Oh, they are paying you for it because you have an expertise that they're paying you for. If you have a job and they're paying you any amount of money for that job, you have some level of expertise that people are interested in. And we're going to talk about that a lot. You know, my eye is seriously...
She crying, y'all. She like, I need y'all to get it.
Yeah,
you need to get it.
Yes.
Make this money. Don't let it make you. Sorry.
Y'all know she got that from, what is that? The Players Club.
That's what we got the whole...
That is so crazy.
I'm just using what I got to get what I want.
That's what James Brown said in a song way back in the 60s.
Really? I didn't know that.
He sure did.
But tell them who you are, first of all.
Who I know, right? Some of you don't even know who we are. Well, my name is Valencia Daniel, also known as the Game Changer. And they call me the Game Changer because when you see me coming, you know that a positive change is going to take place. I am an international trainer and award-winning speaker, best-selling author, and your power performance coach. I use my expertise in neuroscience, change management, and leadership to tailor trainings to individuals and organizations just like you that will propel you from average into excellence. Hey, Michelle, how are you, love? How are you? Been a moment. I see you out there in them internet streets every so often. And this...
Hello. My name is Isis Daniel, and I am your personal sommelier. Okay? So as we're going through this journey, as I'm learning and getting my certifications, going after my level 2 in February. Whoop, whoop.
Yes! Whoop, whoop. Y'all pray for her sister because she out there studying.
Listen. So as I'm going through this journey, you guys are going with me. We're learning as we go. We're experimenting as I learn. And it's a good time. Okay.
It is a good time. So you know what I was thinking when I was in the shower?
What?
You take the guesswork out you know, that we do, and put your expertise in. You really do. Because that's what most of us do. We guess, you know, this might go with this and that might go with that, and we are not always sure. Well, your personal sommelier, she's going to tell you how to get it done, okay?
And that's pretty much what we're doing today.
Yep.
So today, go ahead, Mom. So what we're doing today, we have our Chenin Blanc that we chose, rather than choosing kind of the food and pairing the wine with the food, today we decided that we are going to get a bottle of wine and pair the food with the wine, okay? So basically we studied Chenin Blanc, we understand, you know, what kind of wine it is. It's a white wine, typically can have some type off dry, a little bit of sweetness to it, high acidity, light-bodied wine. So we took all of that information, and based off of those characteristics, we picked the food to go with it. So what are we making today, Mom?
So I have here some tilapia, very good for you, high in omega-3s. I've also got us a few sea scallops right here. And I am going to blacken the fish. I also have some cod, but again, we doing that thing where we looked in the refrigerator or look in your freezer to see what you have. I happen to have some tilapia and I happen to have some cod. I chose the cod because it's another white fish that's not too meaty like a mahi-mahi, which I am not a fan of the real meaty.
I am. I love like swordfish,
oh,
yellowtail.
Exactly, those things. Swordfish, yellowtail, shark, all of those meaty meats. I don't like them that much. So I didn't even know that you like them. So let's talk about this blackened stuff while Isis is back there sauteing some onions. She's
what am I
making? Some kind of, I don't know, jasmine rice.
So I'm making a cilantro and lemon rice.
Lime.
That's a lime. I'm going to say lime rice.
Okay. Cilantro and lime rice. And she's got some onions and some garlic and some cilantro and some lime going and some jasmine rice. Hey, Martha Harris. Look.
What? Oh, hey, Ann.
I was
like, what?
Oh, wait, she was like, I'm saying, hey, Martha Harris, and I'm looking at Isis.
It's because
she didn't pick up on it, Ann. She didn't get it quick enough. Okay, and so I'm going to do my own blackening seasoning for the fish. And I've got some salt, some pepper, some cayenne pepper. I put a little teeny bit of jerk seasoning because I know that most of this stuff actually makes jerk seasoning. Then I put some ground garlic, onion, oregano. I'm having to remember where I really just pulled out stuff out of the cabinet. Then I also have smoked paprika. Y'all know that's my favorite. And I also have some thyme. Now, I always think about what I'm cooking and then what kind of seasonings go with those things. Thyme always goes with the chicken and the fish, and then the blackened seasonings, you know, the standard things that go with it. Salt, pepper, and all of those things that go with it. I'm going to mix them all up in one little bowl here. And hope I didn't put too much cayenne pepper because I'm seeing that. And just mix it up. And then I'm just going to rub it into my fish. Now, anytime you're doing any kind of fish or anything, you want to make sure that you already set that stuff out and kind of get the water off of it, so that it doesn't start to steam your food instead of cook your food when the time comes. So that's just a little Valencia trick that I want you to pay attention to. So now that I have all these nice seasonings, I'm going to go ahead and rub them into my fish and try not to start sneezing and coughing to death. Because this is real. So Isis, while I'm doing this, is over there. And this is a pretty quick meal, actually, if you think about it. Because anything with fish goes kind of fast, and rice only takes about, 20 minutes once you start cooking the rice, because that's the important part. If she's doing some prep before she puts it in the water, I think. Have you already? Oh, I see the water's gone, so I guess that time it's starting to count down. So let me continue patting my fish, and I'm going to do it on both sides, and I am going to cook my fish using probably a grapeseed oil. I always, anytime I'm frying something that needs to go into a really hot pan, I don't use olive oil because it starts to smoke and do a little extra thing that's almost toxic smelling to me.
Yeah.
When you use olive oil. So grapeseed oil, olive oil, or what would you use? Avocado oil is a high.
You said olive oil? You said olive oil.
I didn't mean to say
olive
that.
Oil is not a high temperature.
It's not a high temperature oil. It is not.
We've learned that.
I meant to say like what's the other one?
Peanut oil, grapeseed oil, avocado oil.
Yeah. Really high. They take high temperature as well. So after I do this and pat it in real good. Okay. You like to cook, Isis? Because we be having fun in the kitchen.
I do like to cook. So one thing you guys don't know about me, a little trivia for y'all.
Oh, tell me. Do tell.
I love cooking with country music.
Do you for real?
Yes.
Is that true?
That is a true story.
Oh my gosh.
I had to choose.
So that was something I didn't know.
Choose what kind of background music to have. I'm either watching the O.J. Simpson trial.
Oh my God.
Or I'm listening to country music.
It is the most annoying thing to walk into a room and see that she is watching
again and
anything
again
and again. You know, me and Tony was just talking about
I get stuck real quick.
Me and your uncle was just talking about that. I've never liked TV a lot. But anytime I do watch TV, I don't like watching the same thing over and over again. I do have my favorites that I can watch spread out enough. Like I got my yearly specials that I watch, or every once in a while, like The Devil Wears Prada is like one of my faves, or what's that one with Julia Roberts?
The Princess, Pretty Woman?
Yep.
Pretty Woman.
I used to love that. I don't know if I still love that now,
street,
but it was one of my favorites
woman,
back in the day.
The one I love to
I don't know why.
Pretty Woman.
Okay, and she's just gonna keep singing. So I like to use a grill pan.
Yeah.
When I say a grill pan, I'm talking about a pan with the little teeny ridges in it. Can y'all see that? It's been nicely seasoned. So seasoned means I take one of those oils that I was talking about with high oil points. It doesn't really matter. It can even be a canola oil or vegetable oil for that. And I rub it all over the pan. I do not rub the back and stuff. Every once in a while I do, but not often because it kind of can smoke on your stove, so I don't do that. And then I turn it upside down on a really high heat, at least 400 for about 20 in the oven for about 20 minutes. Take it out, and then I rub it again, and it's well seasoned. That means that when I'm cooking with it, the stuff won't stick to it.
Okay.
Because people wash their pans and they'll put all of these soaps and stuff on it. They wash all the good off of their pan, but then they don't season it. So almost every time I use my pan.
Every time I use it, Mom cleans it and seasons it.
I season my pans. So that's what that's all about. Just sharing, because sharing is what?
It's caring.
It's caring.
Speaking
so
of sharing, go ahead, you guys know.
Oh, okay. I was just asking. I was asking to make sure.
Who's cooking the rice?
You cooking the rice.
Who's cooking the rice?
Ice is cooking the rice.
Who's in charge?
I'm in charge.
All right. So, everyone, please share the love. Make sure that you're inviting other people to join in on the fun.
Yes.
Because we're having a blast over here. Okay.
Okay. So let's go back to using
What
what
are you
you
doing
got.
watching the Martha? Ann's like, why are you watching the O.J. Simpson trial? I don't know.
And
I love it
the
though.
Same thing. What in the world is up with that?
I don't
Hey, Kathy Chambers, how are you, love? I haven't seen you in so long. We got to catch up. Okay, so I am just going to salt and pepper on both sides my scallops as we start talking about what you already know. Because when I talk to people, and I know that entrepreneurship is not for the faint of heart, and everybody does not wish to be their own boss, and some people would love to be their own boss, but they don't trust that they know what they know.
Right.
And so I want you to start thinking about that first question. If someone else is willing to pay you for those skills, are not those skills marketable?
Right.
Isn't that something that somebody else would want to know? I don't care what it is you do and how low you feel you are on the totem pole, there is someone else who is starting right there. I remember years ago when I decided I was going to be an executive assistant to the top people in any company. Because I was married to a military officer that kept taking me from place to place to place, and I had all of these skills as a crypto analyst and all of that, but it's just not marketable in every state of the union and abroad. So I decided, well, I can definitely type and I can write well, so maybe I'll be someone's assistant. And I remember going out, because you guys know anything that I do, I'm going to read, I'm going to research, I'm going to figure it out, and looking for a book, and there was a book out there called How to Be a Kick-Ass Assistant.
Yeah.
Bought that book, and it had lots of tips and so forth in it. But what I'm trying to say is, no matter who you are, no matter what level you are, no matter what it is that you're doing, somebody has already done it, and they're willing to share with you.
Right.
That's what I want you to do. I want you to realize that all those years you've been working and whatever it is that you've been doing, someone else would love to learn how to do it and do it well.
Right.
Right? And so you have the ins and the outs of whatever that is. So as we go through this fatigue furlough that the country is immersed in, and especially right here in the Washington metropolitan area, I am going to do a little class called U 2.0. You know, U part 2. You get that? U 2.0, because I am that person that's
next level.
That's it. I am.
What does the thing say? Taking your life and business.
Your life and business to the next level. That's right. Going up to the next level. But I'm going to start talking about kind of what is retirement going to look like for you. A lot of people are retired and they could be making a little bit of money, even training people, maybe at the local college or doing their own classes on whatever it is that you know. We need to learn how to package that and use the expertise that we have to make other people experts behind us.
Right.
Right? It's all sellable. It's all scalable. Scalable means putting it into those packages and putting it out there so that even if you can't be there, somebody else can learn what it is that you have. Who is that? Anthony?
Hey, Anthony.
Hey, Anthony. How are
What's
you?
up, man?
So Isis has got this rice going. It's up a little high.
Oh, it is.
Should I turn it down?
Yes,
way down? Okay.
You're the best.
Yeah. So I'm only the best, and I rock her world when I'm right. And then if I had asked her and she had turned it down, she would have started fussing at me saying, I got this. I already know.
Who's cooking? Yep, you bet it.
That's how it works.
Guess what?
So
I own it, okay?
Of grapeseed oil. You can use avocado oil. Grapeseed oil is kind of expensive, but anything with a high firing point is good for firing up your blackened fish. And what I'm going to do is just put a little bit of this oil in the pan, but what I'm not going to do is start cooking it right now. And the reason I'm not going to cook it right now, because you only need to cook the fish like this for about 2 minutes, 2 to 3 minutes on each side, and it is done. Even when you take it off, it's going to continue cooking. So think about that so that you don't overcook. And then I am going to, I think, you know what, Isis? I'm going to take a couple lemons, and I'm also going to grill those and put those on the plate. It'll look really good to go with the jasmine rice. But did you want me to put a piece of lime on it? Or just lemon?
That's not necessary. You do
just
lime.
lemon?
Yeah.
Like just do lemon or just do lime? What'd you say?
I said you can do lemon.
Okay. You said lime actually. That's okay. And I was thinking now, it depends on how close we are to done.
Yes.
But I do have some crab meat in there, and I can make a creamy crab sauce, but I will only do that if we have enough time. Which it doesn't look like we're going to.
Okay.
Okay.
So let's talk about using what you got to get what you want, Mom.
What you got to get what you want. All right, so that is what I've been talking about. I've been talking about really understanding that you have a level of expertise that somebody else does not. And I don't care how low that is, and I'm just rolling the lemons, you guys.
And I'm just inviting. If y'all wondering why my head is down, I'm trying to do both, but I'm inviting people. Just
is this one working?
Yes, I'm doing it.
I can do both.
No, you have to cook and talk. We can't both look down.
Oh my goodness. I was just going to start and then I was going to look up.
I got it.
She got it.
I got it.
Okay.
So usually when we got to get what we want.
Yeah. So somebody tell me. I would like to hear some of your areas of expertise, some things that you do that you might consider or you might already be doing some classes on or teaching somebody, you know, doing that level of expertise that will get you there.
Liv Olivia.
Hey Olivia, how are you? So we were talking about acids and stuff too. So I know I'm like bobbing back and forth. Woo, change the subject back and forth. But you said things with acidity, and I need you guys to start thinking about whatever it is you're cooking, because my grandmother always said that cooking is not about recipes, but about understanding the seasonings and how these things work together, how they pair together. So when I was talking about fish, I immediately grabbed thyme, because I know that thyme works with fish. Then you know that you're always going to need salt and pepper. But you also know that fish is going to require that level of acidity to really brighten it up and make it taste really good. And so that's what this is going to do. Depending on the kind of fish you have, some fish are really fish tasting and it requires a whole lot in order to tame that down, and then some are not. Tilapia and most white fish like that, like whiting, cod and stuff like that, are really those types of fish that does not carry a whole lot of fishy taste. So you don't have to worry about that. If you had one that was fishy and you were doing this blackened thing with it though, I think it would take care of it.
Yeah.
And then of course adding that acidity. And what I just asked Ice is, I'm going to cut it in half, and I'm also going to put some grill marks on that and put it on the plate.
So when it comes to wine, everything that Mom is saying is the same exact thing with wine. So most light-bodied wines, not all, but most, usually have a medium to high acidity, which is why it pairs well with fish, which is why it pairs well with the fresh green herbs that you usually will put on your fish, which is why it's great with lime and lemon. All of those things, high acidity loves high acidity, just like sweet loves sweet when we talk about wine. So it's the same concept, which is why when you're cooking and you naturally grab the lemon, you naturally grab I grab the cilantro for the wine, for the rice, and the lime for the rice. All of those things naturally pair well together, which is why they're typically always cooked together.
Okay, so tell me what kind of wine would be high in acid and so forth. Like
so what we're having today, Chenin Blanc.
Okay. Chenin Blanc.
Chenin Blanc, or we have a Riesling, which is known for its high acidity, or you have Sauvignon Blanc that is known for their high acidity.
Blanc.
Yes.
Is that a good cheat? Because that's how
I wouldn't go that way. And if it is true, I'll let you guys know. But from my studies right now, I wouldn't say that that's like a 100%.
Okay, so Sauvignon
Blanc,
Blanc,
Riesling, light-bodied wines typically have high acidity.
Okay, y'all. So this is something that I learned, because this girl knows a lot. And did you know that if you go to a restaurant and they give you that wine list and you're not sure and you ask them and then it doesn't work?
A sommelier?
Ask the sommelier or the person serving as kind of your wine expert in that instance, and it doesn't work out, you can always send that back.
Right.
But when you just ask for a wine, then it's not so cool to just start sending stuff back yourself. So if you don't know, ask the expert.
Yep, always ask. Yeah, because your server, or especially the somm, they really don't have an excuse not to know, or the manager, they should know what wines pair well with the food that you're eating. And it's usually, when it comes to certain restaurants, they usually pick very basic wines that are typical pairings. You have your Cabernet Sauvignon, Riesling. It's pretty basic, and you might have the one or two other varietals of wine that they feature. But for the most part, it's very basic. Unless you're going to a place that specializes in wine, then their job is to wow you with the experience. But your server should know, the manager should know, the som better know. Right. Okay, that's kind of how it goes. Okay.
Okay. That absolutely works for me.
Yeah.
Because I have often wondered, well, this is what I like, and I am learning that I like so much more than I thought I liked. I thought that I only liked a sweet wine, and I would say I'd like something cold, sweet, and sparkly. And they'd say, okay, well, this is what we have, and I'm usually a little satisfied. Now that I am learning so much about wines and how to pair them with the foods that I'm eating, and you guys know I'm more of a foodie, where I'm tasting the food and I'm trying to figure out what's in it and how they may have prepared it, which is kind of funny because I will sit there with my food if I really like it and I'm trying to take it apart, trying to figure out how I might be able to recreate that. But now I am also enjoying the pairing and how it works on my palate, and that I really do enjoy other wines so much more. So I may not like it just to sit and drink all the time, but absolutely as a pairing with my food, the right wine does make a big difference.
And there are certain wines that are made to be just a everyday, I'm just drinking wine.
Right, and that goes then with your palate.
That goes with your palate, but then there are also still wines that are just easy to drink. Period.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
So most people, if you are pairing, say you're drinking something that, like a Malbec, that goes with, you know, lamb, more earthy meats, whatever else. Some people like them. And like me, I'll drink a Malbec, I'll drink Merlot, I drink wine, period. You know what I mean?
And I'm not that
But
person.
that's not typically a everyday drinking wine.
I got another thing that I've learned from you.
Okay.
Just opening that wine, pouring it, and drinking it, another reason why I didn't really like it was because I didn't allow it to breathe.
Yes, let the wine breathe, honey. Give it some space.
It really, so you've heard this stuff, but you didn't quite understand? It really does allow those tannins and stuff to kind of calm down in the wine, and for it to take on those fragrance, those notes. Elevated notes, those elevated notes that are supposed to be happening with that wine. And those were some things that I wasn't doing right. So see, it's all about knowing what you don't know, learning that stuff, because what you don't know can hurt you. Right?
You might need to go ahead and start that.
Oh, I was getting ready to say. Ooh.
What? Oh, no.
You weren't
supposed
to. Yeah, you weren't to. What do you mean? Okay, nothing. I'm all in her business, y'all. I do that. I tend to do that. You guys didn't put in, I didn't see one person put in what your expertise is, so that we can kind of talk about using what you have to get what you want. Is everybody on here already a entrepreneur and you're already using those skills? I don't know. I ain't sure. But I sure would like to know, even if you're an entrepreneur, what it is that you do, so that we can kind of think outside the box, because you know how it is. The question that you have, somebody else has. And all my replay viewers, hashtag replay viewers, you guys matter too. I need you to go ahead and put it in, because what Isis and I will do is go back in and kind of see who was out there and who was able to pick us up even later. And you guys know, we pick up most of our viewers after the fact. When we have 2.5 K people looking at the show, it is not happening while it's live, but it will happen later. So we want to know who you are and what you're doing, and maybe even promote what it is that you're doing, right? Somebody says, who is that? Live Right says, hey, so you see people talking on here that we don't see on there?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
And yours too.
What? Oh my goodness. I don't even understand how that works.
Mom, go ahead and finish what we talking about.
I was asking people what they were doing, and I wanted them to respond, and then I realized that they could be responding and I wouldn't know. So that's why I stopped and looked down, because I want to know what y'all saying, and I didn't realize that you could be talking to me and talking on another device. Okay, so in addition to this fish, you guys, I'm going to sear a couple scallops. And you can do a green or... Oh my God, so fragrant. So, I could smell that before you even put it in my...
It tastes good, don't it?
It does taste good. That lime and cilantro.
Should I add some more
That's
lime?
an unexpected.
It's not unexpected.
It's an unexpected good for me. Y'all know that the jasmine rice is already really, really fragrant all on its own. It's a natural fragrant thing.
That rice tastes good. Should I add some more lime?
No. Give it a minute.
Okay.
So you have to let, you know how rice is. It really does kind of absorb some stuff. So now, every time I'm looking down, I'm just moving the thing up because I'm doing like Isis was. And I'm trying to invite people to the broadcast.
Come on, because we
But
got
I didn't even know how to
wrap
do
it
it.
on up.
So yeah, it's
And
already...
I've already invited most of these people already, Mom.
Why is it saying
Because
invite?
it went away. Don't worry about it. Go ahead and do it, though.
No, it doesn't go away like that.
It does. I'm trying to tell you.
Okay, so I'm getting the pan searing hot because that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to sear this fish. And we've only been on for about 15 minutes. Yep.
You only been on 15 minutes?
Yeah.
I feel like we've been on for like 30 minutes.
We haven't been on that long. All right, so I'm going to let this get screaming hot.
20 minutes. The thing went off in 20 minutes.
Screaming hot. Okay. Screaming hot is what I'm looking for.
Scorching. Ah!
So one of the things Anne Burrell says,
Anne Burrell?
yeah, she's a chef.
Uh-huh.
She says she wants the pan to start to applaud you when you use it, because if it's not doing that, then it ain't ready. If it's just quiet and they sitting in the audience just watching, they ain't ready for your food yet.
Mm-hmm. I like that.
Right. Yeah, that's something to remember.
Hey, Alex, what we're making some, wait, what kind of fish?
I have some tilapia.
Some tilapia on top of jasmine, cilantro rice.
Yeah, so we have some blackened fish with sea scallops over lime, cilantro.
The rice is really good
jasmine
too.
rice.
We just tasted it.
It's delish.
Delish.
Delicioso. Okay.
All right. So,
can I move the rice?
yes, I just moved it from the.
Okay, because I think I want to start the other burner. Because I want stuff to just keep on moving, don't stop. No.
Keep on moving.
Can you get this?
Keep on moving. Don't
Here,
stop.
Isis.
Oh, you talk to the people.
Get this.
So we just got 2 booties there.
Yeah.
No, we didn't. I
was
got it myself.
I was holding back.
What's happening? All right, y'all.
She is so fun.
So, since you guys are telling us certain things that you can be doing, I'll tell you what I'm doing.
I know nobody's telling me what they do. Like nobody.
And Alex, you can tell me too.
Well, we know that Alex is.
So we're asking, what are you using your natural innate talent, something that you're studying, anything that you are an expert in, and how can you use that to, make revenue, extra revenue?
Extra revenue. So it doesn't have to be a full-on business.
Right.
It could be that you're teaching some people, that you're putting some courses out there and making the pans hot. And allowing that to just happen.
Alex says she is a sound engineer.
Now, people want to know that.
Right. So Alex, what are you doing in order to kind of bring that extra revenue? I know y'all hear the applause, round of applause, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, Alex, so what are you doing to kind of bring revenue into your
world?
She's a saxophonist as well.
Uh-huh.
Yes, she is.
Now, people want to know all that.
Okay. Yes,
all that.
All of that. All of that.
Then I'm gonna use this. I'm gonna put that in this pan with the with the lemons.
Do what you gotta do.
Do what you got to do.
But one thing I'm doing, so because I am certified level 1 in the WSCT wine and spirits. Yes, honey.
But somebody else wants to be.
But someone would like to be that. So what am I doing? I'm going to be hosting lots of tastings, teaching people about wine. As I do with you guys, it'll just be a more in-depth class. If you are interested in having some type of training in wine and just trying to get the basics, message me. Yeah. Let's talk. Let's learn. Let's drink wine together.
Yes.
I feel like that's the most rewarding thing. One of the most rewarding things about this journey is I get to drink as I learn.
Woo! You are so crazy. It's all about drinking a little bit as we go.
I will say it is super exciting as you really sit down and you taste wines, you compare wines, you realize that certain wines still have, similar taste, which is why you can identify, taste this one, look at it. Oh wow, that's a Riesling from Napa Valley. It's cool to be able to really break down and know something's history just by tasting it. I was gonna wait until.
Oh, I'm not able to have any?
You can have some. I was gonna wait until we were almost done.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, whatever. Mom just want to argue. All she wants to do is argue with me today.
I'm the mother. I ain't arguing. If anybody starts talking back, they the one arguing with me. Did you know that?
I did not.
That's how that goes. So when you're the mother,
right,
and then the other person, being a daughter or a son, they have some back talk.
Yes,
they're arguing with you.
So you're not arguing with me. Someone else is arguing with you, because I'm not. I'm just telling you like it is. I'm just joking.
I'm just joking.
Alex says she runs sound for live sound engineer, studio engineer, and producer. Making that what? Mom says you making that bag. You know what I'm saying? Making that bag, that money, that moolah, that. What are the other terms?
I don't know.
There are other terms. Jose can do it really well.
Terms or in other language?
Terms.
Moolah.
Dinero, that bag.
Dinero, bag. I don't know. That's all. That's all you got. Okay, look at how beautiful that is.
Mom is smoking up the house, you guys. So if the alarm goes off, it's the stove's fault. It's not her fault.
Don't that look good?
Yo, that is actually quite beautiful.
It's real beautiful. So when you're cooking anything, I don't care what you're frying on that pan, set it down. Don't start moving it and jabbing it and all that stuff, because that's when you're messing up. You don't need to do that. Just let it do what it do.
Okay, so we just poured. This is the Chenin Blanc that we used for today. Right? And then I'll also put some more information out about this bottle of wine. All right. So I have my handy dandy sheet right here, though.
You what? What did you just say?
I said I have my handy dandy sheet.
You had your dandy.
Nothing. So we got a wine here. Yes, it is. Here we are.
And this is a Chenin Blanc.
Chenin Blanc.
So has it already?
So you don't really have to decant, or you just swirl it around. It's not that deep. Open that bad boy up. Okay.
How long do you do this generally?
Not too long.
Just a second. Yeah. Oh, I start to smell it. You start smelling it?
Yeah. So again, if you're not hearing yourself or the person next to you sniffing in that bad boy, they're not really doing anything. Okay. Inhale it, and then kind of do this kind of gesture here, and it helps everything just kind of get in. Okay. But get your nose in there.
Okay, I can tell that it's high acid for sure. I have notes of what I believe.
So you got some
like
citrus.
Grapefruit juice?
Grapefruit?
Like grapefruit?
I get like more of an orange.
Really? I always want to say grape.
Definitely off dry. High acidity. Acidity.
Very high acidity. Can we put some?
It has has like a pleasant sweetness to it that like after. One of the common aromas you get is honey. Mom is cooking this food and it's like kind of
Messing with you.
yeah, so I can't get it all, but I do get some pear, so citrus and pear, and
Okay.
it's a very pleasant glass of wine. I would definitely say that this is a leisure wine, like you were saying.
A leisure wine. A wine that
A wine that you can just drink on the daily, just
anytime.
anytime. Definitely see this popping during the spring or summertime because it's so refreshing. That high acidity is always refreshing.
You know what I'm choking.
Yeah, Mom is like killing herself right now.
I do. Anytime pepper starts cooking, I start coughing.
Ooh, y'all not ready for this. It's beautiful.
I know, right?
Right.
Oh my gosh.
All right, so this isn't the finishing touch, but
It's not quite.
look at that grill. Look at those grill marks. Who is Mom trying to disrespect? Huh?
It's beautiful. I know, right?
You did good. You did good. Now
But
remember,
anytime pepper cooks for me,
we're saving one for picture.
okay.
All right. She got me a little choked up too, y'all.
Say the big one.
What'd you say?
Say the big one.
It's like falling apart.
Is it?
A little bit. It'll be okay.
Look how real.
So what are we having for dinner today, you guys? What are we eating? Alex said you look lost.
For me?
Erica said this is her favorite wine. Is this your favorite bottle?
A Chenin Blanc?
Or are you talking about the varietal? I actually really like it. I think it's super refreshing. This is the first time I've ever had Chenin Blanc.
Do you recall the reason why I bought that?
I bought it. So I got this bottle of wine because of the characteristics that it has, and Mom likes kind of off dry wines, high acidity. Her favorite wine would be a Riesling. I would definitely compare this to a Riesling. If you are a Riesling lover, I can definitely see you liking this bottle of wine or this varietal. That's why I bought it, because I think it would have been a good choice for Mom. And what do you think? How do you feel about it?
I like it. At first I was like, oh, I'm not sure because I had so much brazen and pepper and stuff. But it is really good, actually.
Yeah, it's super good. I think it's super refreshing.
It really is.
But that's the acidity. The high acidity is what makes it refreshing.
And I'm just drizzling a little bit lemon on top and gonna get that little seed on because don't nobody want to eat a seed.
The varietal, yeah. It's really good. My first time ever having it, but I like it a lot as well. And this is actually one of the base wines for champagne, I believe. They use this, nope, I don't think that's right. It's not champagne. Well, they use this for sparkling wine. So it is one of the base varietals for sparkling wine.
Absolutely yes, because you know how much I like sparkling wine. And I could absolutely see this as one of the base wines that would be used. That makes perfect
for
sense.
aromatic sparkling wine, this is typically a base for it.
Yeah, you can go ahead and pour me some.
Okay.
Some more of that. As we finish up. My lemon.
I can smell those scallops. So what are we eating, you guys? I'm still waiting. No one's telling me anything. Hey, Jamila. Oh, Janine. Sorry.
Oh, what did you just call it?
I called Janine Jamila. It looks like it said Jamila. I don't have my glasses on, you guys. I'm too pretty.
Whoa.
Look.
No, I just dropped a hot lemon. It's very, very hot. It's so hot. I'm burning up. Okay.
Burning up.
We know the scallops don't require a whole lot, so they'll be overdone. Thank you, dog. And I was
like it. I'm gonna take this for the picture. All right, so this is our picture. So I'm gonna just put this to the side. All right.
And
This is an ugly plate. Hold up. Let me clean this up a bit. Talk to our people because I feel like we need to
Okay, we get ready to throw down with the taste down, right?
Sure.
Tasting it.
Throw down with the taste down. So we have our scallop.
I like how she didn't like what I said.
Okay. Got a little grilled lemon
more
there.
Oh, I love it. I love the grilled lemon. So you could do some asparagus with this, you guys. Some anything. Ooh. What?
Nothing. I was saying it would look delicious.
It looked delicious. Delicious.
Scrumptious. Scrumptious. All right, let's taste this bad boy. I'm ready to eat. Okay.
I'm swirling.
So Mom is, stop it. I'm eating. Ready? We ready to taste it. I'm gonna eat the food.
Okay, I was just asking you to move back a little bit. That's all.
Well, how did
You snatch from me and said stop.
All right. Tastes good.
Tastes real good. Gosh, that rice. What is this?
It's just cilantro rice. It's not
It
even
is.
that special.
It is. That jasmine rice with the cilantro and the lime. Those are some different notes, and it is really working with that
Taste it
black
with
and
the
fish. That's very good, Isis. What do you mean? It's no big deal.
I mean, I'm saying it's a simple dish. It doesn't take a
Oh,
lot to
it's
make
very simple. All of this is really simple.
it. This fish tastes good.
I know. Wow.
Yeah, it's the acidity.
I'm telling you, it's amazeballs. Like, to have the right pairing means so much. And if you guys are missing out on this, if you're not taking us up on these lessons and really applying it,
Tastes good.
you are absolutely missing out. It is really good. And it makes the wine like perfect. Like you want to take a bite and you want to have, it's almost like those that perfect compliment around, you know, all the foods around your plate that you taste. You want to just keep on
fish.
Keep on going for it.
All right, you guys.
I know, right?
So we over here eating.
All right, you guys. Bottoms up and bon appetit. Perfection.
Perfection. It's really good, y'all.
Perfection. And we will catch you on the other side. Bye.
Bye, you guys.
Love hanging out with you.
Okay.
See you next Sunday dinner.